Welcome back to another video. Number 10.
Next time I'm staying away.
Welcome to another episode. We made it past round 3. Okay, round 3 was very interesting. Okay, not many, I don't know, it was like a mixed bag of emotions. Look, this challenge, Shinonuma 12 limited buys. It relied a lot on RNG, but I would say you definitely can reach to high rounds with any loadout, unless it's just like Annihilator and Civo. There's plenty of people that got unlucky, plenty of people in this challenge that got pretty lucky. Vortex Genysis, CivoHD. Come to find out, Raygun Mark II was the key to like having a safe progression past round 3.
I thought you meant literally round 3.
I didn't see a lot of people using Wonder Waff.
I think literally no one had the Wonder Waff.
The only person who had the Wonder Waff was the Monkey Service, and rip to him, dude. Died on round 19. He was I was in the stream when it happened. He was training really well. He had his mind in the game. One wrong move, and my heart broke.
Zombie with, I think the only thing that... Oh no.
Gotta say, he was the most unexpected for me to go out. The most unexpected. I expected him to at least be top 3. If only he had quick revive.
We're getting to the rounds where many good players are just gone. We're getting to the tournament part where everybody's gonna die. Many good players are starting to fall out, like Zombie Archives. He died on round 17.
Yeah, he had an unfortunate death there. Archives, the boy, the legend. But I will carry on the Dutch tradition. But I actually want him in the finals. Unfortunately, he didn't get it.
Let's talk about the elephant in the room here. Alright, Shadow Storm. Round 6.
There's always one in the tournament.
There's always that one.
He was prepared, he was just doing it at the wrong time. He just did it when he was dead tired after work. And you never do an attempt when you're dead tired after work.
Okay, Salvatory was the very first one to do his attempt. He came out with a video the very next day when the challenge was announced. That seems a little suspicious.
What did you say?
Salvatory came out with a video. No. Okay, new subject. Did you predict? Was it expected that CivoHD got in the top 3?
No.
Why
No.
is he there? Guys, why is he there? We need to fix the tournament, clearly.
We all failed. Everyone except for Turtle has failed this challenge, and we should all be eliminated.
That is true. CivoHD needs to be murdered.
I had an SVG, an L-Car, and a Raygun Mark II. I just sucked. That's how I died. I went to the swamp. Literally everyone died because of the swamp, by the way. The people in the top 3, except for Adam, because he died in the swamp, they were smart enough to avoid the swamp for a very long time. Pretty sure that's how Nat also died. He went to the swamp. I died there because I went to the swamp. Let's see who else died. I don't know. I don't remember everyone's things anymore, but the swamp is literally the highest KD of this entire tournament.
All the zombies that spawn out of the swamp is the previous challenge goers. Dude, Fred from PowerPack, the lonely cowboy, still struggling to be in round 24. If few more rounds less, then he would have been eliminated. Hopefully he can carry the PowerPack name to the finish line. Nat, I was very worried for Nat because all of his practice runs were just filled. There were copious amounts of bad luck. The only good luck he had was during his attempt, and I don't know, it was scary for him. It was scary for me. I didn't want Nat to go out based off of RNG, but he stayed because of RNG, I would say. But luckily, there's none of that in the next few challenges.
The next one there is one bit.
Just
RNG.
teeny tiny a little bit. I don't know.
Teeny tiny. I mean, let's be honest. He could easily, from the beginning, everyone knew he would go through. The only question was, would he be lucky enough to pull good weapons to get to the top 3? But actually qualifying, I mean, even with the worst weapons in the game, you can get higher than around 23. It's just about how you utilize it and if you train, because he refused to train for a long time.
Were you disappointed in your run, Codic?
Yes. Round 28 with a Mark II.
Yeah, that is.
That's so horrible.
Should have used mega gobble guns.
I should have used the Mark II. What do you think about that? It went well when I used the SVG. Then I went to the swamp. I should have just used the Mark II and not entered the swamp. Then it would have been easy around 30 plus. But you know, I suck.
I have a question. What is your dream loadout? If you could just pick anything in the 12 limited buys.
Rhaegar Mark II, Wonderwall, Neo Kick, Dingo, Stamina Up, Widows, and Jug.
Why not? Why?
I mean, I would go for double tap in the beginning, but it depends on what order I get the weapons. Like, if I actually need to use the Dingo a lot of times, double tap. If I don't, Jug.
I think my dream loadout for this challenge would be double tap, Widows, Speed Cola, Dingo, Rhaegar Mark II, and Monkeys. I don't know if you can get all those within the 12 buys, but that's it. That's mine. All right. Let's talk about the top 3, okay? Third place is Vortex Genysis, round 41, okay? He was the first to reach above round 40 with the Rhaegar Mark II and Dingo, I believe.
He actually told me, Vortex, he told me what we said in the episode inspired him to do really good. Like he said, this gave me an actual, like an urge of motivation, a surge of motivation, that's what I meant. And he just went all out. And now he's in the top 3. You know, like last year, he started to shine in the third round. Let's see if next round he's going to be in the top 3 as well. Let's see if history repeats itself.
Second place is... this one's very hard to get out of my throat here. CivoHD. Round 43. It is very sad. How is he in second place? We let this guy get in second place. Not a good look for the tourney. First place is TurtleHQ, round 45. And I fully expected Turtle to be in the top 3 this challenge. He seemed very confident from day one.
And this week he secured his first, the first place.
Yeah, after being second and third.
He now visited. He basically visited every spot in the top 3. I think it's gonna be downhill after this. He's probably gonna be wondering what top 4 looks like. How does that feel? No, but Turtle did really good, and I think he's gonna stay on top this entire tournament until the last round, and he's gonna be knocked off.
Coming in at number 12 is Shadowstorm. Round number 6, big rip to him. Very unexpected. Very good player, but sadly, we have to say bye-bye.
Number 11 is Zombie Archives. Round 17. Truly a sad day for us all, but you know, it is what it is.
Alright, number 10, we got the Monkey Service. Round 19. My heart is broken. He was the number 1 guy I was rooting for. But, you know, everyone makes mistakes at round 19 at some point. Very sad.
And the number 9 spot is Melty Boys or Jack Cod, round 22. He also died an unfortunate death and was very close to stay out of relegation. 1 round, 1 miss, 1 death.
New challenge alert. Stop laughing. New challenge alert. What do you have? What's the next challenge?
We should do the map first, as always.
Okay, map
get
first.
Anticipation building. Alright, so the first, this round's map is Shangri-La.
There we go, boys. Shangri-La. Anyways, so
and what's the challenge?
no, you're saying the challenge. It's your name.
No, it's not.
You
my
came
name,
up with it. You came up with it. You
I
said
did
I
not
have an
come up
idea. We're gonna call it this.
It's not my idea. I'm not gonna take credit for this. It's the the Shag Me Hard challenge, because it's gonna shag you real hard. This challenge, oh for sure.
We're gonna be doing the Shag Me Hard challenge. It's what a name. But look, the name perfectly describes how hard this challenge is gonna shag. Okay. Here's Codic's video.
This will be quite a packed challenge, so I'll explain with the help of visual examples. In this challenge, you have to spend 3 full rounds in a room. A room is from purchasable door to purchasable door. After the 3 full rounds are completed, you have to move to the next room that you wish to survive in for 3 rounds. The choice is entirely up to you. So, for example, in the beginning of the game, you spawn in the spawn room. You will survive here for 3 complete rounds, and after the 3 rounds are done, you can move to the next room that you wish to survive in. In my case, I wanted to go to the box. There are rules, of course. Number 1. You are not allowed to go back and forth with rooms. You need variety in the room choice. Let me explain this. So for example, if you spend 3 rounds in power, so after you're done, you decide to go spend 3 rounds in spawn. After you've done the 3 rounds in spawn, you cannot go back to power immediately after. That's going back and forth. There needs to be variety. So you have to go to a different room first. After those 3 rounds are done there, then you may go back to power if you want. But have variety. Don't choose the same 2 or 3 rooms the entire run. Number 2, pay close attention to the rounds. You will have to complete 3 entire rounds. So here's a good rule of thumb. You survive the entirety of round 1, the entirety of round 2, and the entirety of round 3. 3 full rounds. At the beginning of the next one, round 4, you move to your next location. Then you survive the entirety of round 4, entirety of round 5, and the entirety of round 6. Then at the beginning of round 7, you move to the next location. And then you continue this whole trend. So you survive round 7 entirety, round 8 entirety, round 9 entirety, and the next one, the 4th round. In this case, at the start of round 10, you move to the next location. Entirety of round 10, entirety of round 11, entirety of round 12, beginning of round 13 you move. And then the entirety of 13, entirety of 14, entirety of 15, etc. So you have to complete 3 full rounds. Number 3, at the end of the 3rd round, when you have to change location, you have to say out loud where you're going to. So for example, here I'm saying I'm going to power. If you get into trouble on the way to your next location, you can switch plans and decide you're gonna stay in this room for 3 rounds. Just make sure you say it. Number 4, you can only buy perks, box, and gobblegums in the room that you're going to spend 3 rounds in. You can't buy them on the way to another room. That's not allowed. So purchases are only allowed if you are in that room and you're gonna stay in that room for 3 rounds. You may buy wall weapon ammo if you pass it, but only if you pass it. Don't take a detour to retrieve ammo real quick. Besides these challenge specific rules, the normal rules are still in play, but 1 gobblegum is banned. And that is anywhere but here. So for the first time in this tournament, you can finally pack a punch. But when can you upgrade? Only in these 2 scenarios. The first scenario, if you leave a zombie at the end of the 3rd round in your room, you can explore the map to find the statue needed to pack a punch. You can stand on the pressure plate, make your way to pack a punch, and upgrade your weapon. After you're done, you go to the next location you want to spend 3 rounds in, and you kill the last zombie. Again, you're not allowed to buy anything during this exploration. Second scenario, if you accidentally kill the last zombie, you can only pack a punch if you already know where the statue is. You can't run around looking for it, you have to know. If you already know where the statue is and the next round starts, you quickly go to the statue, stand on it, go to the pack a punch, upgrade, and then run to the next location. This all has to be done very fast. You can't run in a room and take your time training the zombies. I highly recommend just keeping a zombie, it makes it all so much easier. So that's the main challenge. But there's still one more thing you gotta do first. So before anyone is gonna do their practice runs or eventually their official attempt, everyone needs to start a separate match. Streamers need to stream this and recorders need to include this at the beginning of the video. So in this separate match, you go to a box. You're gonna hit the box 5 times and write down the weapons you got. These 5 weapons are banned in your official attempts. You cannot use them. You cannot even pick them up. Do note, monkey bombs don't count. So if you get monkey bombs, you just hit it one more time. You need 5 actual weapons. So for the first time, you hope you get bad box luck. This is a lot of information. So if the participants have any questions, please ask them in the questions tab in the Discord server. Before you do your attempt, make sure to read through the question tab and through the challenge rule tab. Good luck and have fun. So yeah, what do you think about this challenge?
It's a little complicated. Reminds me of Rush from Black Ops 4. Weird.
Yeah, and it wasn't even our inspiration when we came up with it. But like a month later, we played Rush and we just saw, oh wow, interesting. But no, yeah, I like this challenge. It's, you know, you have your freedom, but you're still restricted, if you know what I mean. And for the first time ever, You can pack a punch.
For the first time ever, you can now use pack-a-punched weapons.
I did not even think about that. But do you want to know something more beautiful about this challenge?
What's more beautiful than for the Shag Me Hard challenge? What's beautiful?
Half of the people will be shagged. Half of the people will be eliminated.
Oh, right, because there's 8 people. Oh.
Half will be gone.
This is the Thanos Shag Me Hard. Thanos is gonna shag you guys.
Thanos is gonna shag some hard.
Dude, we're getting close, boys. This is it. This is the semifinals right here. This is where you have to go really try hard to keep your spot in. You're going up against like less than half of what we started with. This is the top 8 we're talking about. Don't mess around.
Exactly. If you mess around, you get shagged.
Would you like to start with the outro so I can't cut you off? And then I'll say no, and then you tell me what to say at the very end.
No.
You can't. You're just gonna be sitting there. No, Codic. You begin. Well, that's been Codic. You freaking turtle. You rock. Well, that's been this week's recap. Top 8, dude. Top 8 from 20 to 8. 20 minus 16. Just kidding. That math is wrong. 20 minus 12 is 8. You know, that's a lot, you know? It's after this week, the final 4, you know, it's going to be pretty exciting. Cheer on your favorites. You know, who's going to get top 4? Who's the other half that's going to be gone? Who's going to get shagged? Bye.